You're a tractor maker, one of the richest men in Italy, and life is good. Until someone looks you in the eye and tells you, you'll never be good enough. What happens next? You decide to prove them wrong and change history forever. Imagine you're one of the wealthiest men in post-war Italy. Your name is Ferruccio Lamborghini, and you've built an empire, not on speed or luxury, but on tractors. Yes, tractors. And yet, your true passion lies elsewhere. It's in the roar of an engine, the sleek design of a sports car, and the thrill of driving something that turns heads. Among your collection of cars sits your crown jewel, a Ferrari. But here's the problem. The clutch keeps failing. You decide to take your concerns directly to the source, Enzo Ferrari himself. After all, you're not just a businessman, you're an engineer. You know what's wrong. But when you confront Enzo, he doesn't listen. Instead, he brushes you off with a smug grin, and an insult you'll never forget. You may be able to drive a tractor, but you'll never be able to handle a Ferrari properly. This isn't just an insult, it's a challenge. And Ferruccio Lamborghini isn't the kind of man to back down. Today, we're decoding the formula behind one of the greatest rivalries in automotive history. Ferrari versus Lamborghini. Before the rivalry, there were two very different men. Enzo Ferrari, born in 1898, grew up obsessed with racing. By the 1940s, he had turned his passion into a company that dominated the track. Ferrari cars weren't just fast, they were symbols of luxury and performance, coveted by the elite. Meanwhile, Ferruccio Lamborghini was born in 1916 to a family of grape farmers. But Ferruccio wasn't interested in grapes. He was fascinated by machines. After World War II, he turned war surplus materials into tractors, creating a company that would become a cornerstone of post-war Italy. By the 1950s, Lamborghini Trattori was thriving. Ferruccio was a wealthy man with a passion for cars, and in those days, owning a Ferrari was the ultimate status symbol. But Ferruccio's experience as an engineer led him to notice flaws in the car, flaws he thought he could fix. And when Enzo dismissed him, it sparked a fire. Enzo Ferrari wasn't just a man of passion, he was a symbol of pride. His focus on racing was so strong that he often saw his road cars as secondary to his ambitions on the track. But the same pride led to his dismissal of constructive criticism. Ferruccio's ideas weren't just ignored, they were mocked. And this mockery set the stage for an epic rivalry. Ferruccio didn't just want to build a car, he wanted to build a better car. In 1963, he founded Automobili Lamborghini with a clear vision to create the ultimate grand touring car, something that combined speed, luxury, and comfort in a way Ferrari never could. The first result of this ambition was the Lamborghini 350 GT. Debuting at the Turin Auto Show, it was a masterpiece. Critics were stunned. The public was in awe. And Enzo? He was paying attention now. Ferruccio's philosophy was simple but revolutionary. The driver should always come first. Unlike Ferrari, which often prioritized speed over comfort, Lamborghini wanted to create cars that were as enjoyable to drive as they were beautiful to behold. But Ferruccio wasn't done. In 1966, Lamborghini unveiled the Miura, a car that would change the industry forever. With its mid-engine layout and jaw-dropping design, the Miura wasn't just a car, it was a revolution. This wasn't just a technical marvel, it was a statement. Lamborghini was no longer just a challenger, it was a leader, and the world was taking notice. Success didn't come without challenges. Critics scoffed at the idea of a tractor maker taking on Ferrari. Financial strains loomed large, but Ferruccio's determination was unshakable. He assembled a dream team, including Giotto Bizzarini, who had designed Ferrari's iconic V12 engine. Meanwhile, Ferrari wasn't sitting idle. Enzo responded with models like the 275 GTB and the Daytona, cars that pushed the boundaries of performance and design. The rivalry became the stuff of legend, a battle of egos played out through roaring engines and sleek silhouettes. As the 1970s dawned, Lamborghini released the Countach. With its scissor doors and futuristic design, it redefined what a supercar could be. It wasn't just a car, it was a cultural phenomenon. But financial turmoil struck, the global economy faltered, and Lamborghini faced mounting pressures. By the mid-1970s, Ferruccio was forced to sell his company. It was a bitter moment, but his legacy was secure. Automobili Lamborghini had redefined the supercar and shaken Ferrari's throne. Even as Ferruccio stepped away, his brand's essence endured. New ownership didn't just maintain the company, they elevated it. The 1980s brought the Lamborghini Diablo, a machine that perfectly embodied power and sophistication. It wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of rebellion. Ferrari, on the other hand, continued to dominate the racing world. Enzo's cars were meticulously engineered for speed and performance, with every model carrying the DNA of the track. The 1980s saw Ferrari solidify its reputation as the ultimate racing brand, while Lamborghini claimed the mantle of bold, uncompromising design. Under new ownership, Lamborghini continued to thrive. The Countach remained an icon of the 1980s, while the Diablo and Murcielago carried the brand into the modern era. Lamborghini's bold, avant-garde designs became its hallmark, appealing to a new generation of car enthusiasts. Meanwhile, Ferrari leaned into its racing heritage, dominating Formula One and expanding its lineup to include cutting-edge hypercars like the LaFerrari. Ferrari cars weren't just vehicles, they were symbols of performance and prestige. Both brands became cultural icons, appearing in movies, music videos, and even video games. Their rivalry transcended the automotive world, capturing the imaginations of millions. Today, Ferrari and Lamborghini represent two sides of the same coin. Ferrari is the aristocrat, steeped in tradition and racing glory. Lamborghini is the rebel, bold, and unapologetic. Together, they've shaped the automotive world in ways few could have imagined. So, who truly won this epic rivalry? Ferrari remains the king of the track, while Lamborghini's bold designs and rebellious spirit have carved out a unique place in automotive history. But perhaps the real winner is us, the car lovers who get to witness the legacy of two men who refused to settle for ordinary. Did you know the Miura's iconic design was sketched in secret by a team of young engineers? They were so worried Ferruccio wouldn't approve that they built the prototype behind his back. When he finally saw it, he loved it, and the Miura became a legend. And here's another fun fact. Enzo Ferrari's favorite car wasn't even a Ferrari. It was a Peugeot 404 that he drove daily. This story of rivalry, ambition, and innovation reminds us that great things often come from great adversity. Which brand do you think defines the ultimate supercar legacy? Ferrari or Lamborghini? Cast your vote in the comments below. And always remember, think big, act bold, and I'll see you at the next one.